Hi everyone, I'm Ignacio Massigoge, Ph.D. student in Ciampitti lab. To remind everyone, today we are in our intensification corn and soybean experiment, and today we are seeing the first planting day for soybean, where we are exploring different maturity groups. To remind you, the planting day of this experiment is the 11th of May. So moving now to the phenological stage, we have our maturity group 0.1 around R4 and moving next week to R5. Our maturity group 1.3 is around R3 to R4. Then our maturity group 2.5 and 3.1 and around R2 phenological stage. And finally, our maturity group 4.8 is entering in the R1 stage.
Hi, my name is Ignacio Ciampitti. I'm a professor in the Department of Agronomy at Kansas State University. Today we are coming back from the North Farm. So we are here, as Ignacio explained, in this study looking at different maturity groups. Here is our early planting date. On the side we are planning to continue our planting time. So we are planning to look at different options on planting date. And the main purpose of this study specifically is to try to see if we can optimize a matching for all the different environments that we have in Kansas. What are the optimal different maturity groups? When we look at different soybean plants, yield potential is defined by the number of plants. In this case we target similar densities. And then the second components that we start exploring on these plants are number of nodes in the plant. And we will be looking at the difference here, and number of pods, and then within the pods we also look at the number of seeds per pod, and finally, which is one of the unknown, is what will be the seed weight. If we look at the first plant, the one that we are maturity group 0, so in these situations, we are almost really close to enter to the seed filling, R5 stage, so we are getting close to define the final number of pods, and then we are close to define then in the next month the seed weight. So if we look at group 1, we tend to see that the canopy is a little bit different, so the architecture, so we have a little bit less branches. We still are a little bit behind, so we are just forming more pods. So we still have a couple more weeks in terms of defining the yields, so we have more potential. Then moving to maturity group 2, this is a 2.5, so you still see the difference here, so we are just close on the full flowering time. Very few, very tiny pods, but nothing on the upper section, so just with still a lot of potential. Group 3, very similar, so just, in fact, in some flowers open, so delayed, and then very similar is on the group 4.8. So basically, for many of the groups 2, 3, and 4.8, we still have a lot of growing season to define the yield potential, and these short groups, they are really close to get done probably in the next month and a half. So here are some tips on how we can start looking at optimizing maturity group for soybeans, and we hope that this information will be useful, and then we are ready hopefully in the next coming months to share some of the results. So stay tuned for more information. Audio Jungle.